Welcome back to the channel. That is W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith, here to present to you the November, maybe some part of December, customs import and purchase vehicles, responder vehicles for 2025, and just try to keep up with it. Try to keep up with all the madness that's going on with all these new cars coming out from different brands, different products, what have you at this point in time. Right now, just give you we made quite a few purchases and customs throughout the month of November, and give you an opportunity to see what we did here at W.K.R.H 12 Productions. This one's a custom built police interceptor utility that we customized and made it to the South Carolina Highway Patrol police interceptor utility. Nicely done, slick, hand painted. Still, this is all for rattle cam, but we're still trying to. We might try to airbrush. We got some airbrush stuff that we're going to try at some point in time in the future. We'll try to share with you if we can, but it's nicely done. We kind of did detail the front, the back of the headlights and tail lights, decals by Bill Bozo, decals. Thank you, sir, and got in and put us in a position to get a very, very well done police interceptor utility. So nice. We did it twice. Please excuse the camera as we might get some shakes as we move this around and zoom in and zoom out. Yeah, but we made two of these babies. Well, we made multiples of these babies, but we made two for this month to add to our collection, and this has been a good, well requested custom that we've had to commission, that we do a lot of commission work for. So that's why the details are so very well done. At this point, we've gotten used to it. Nicely done. The South Carolina Highway Patrol for Police Interceptor Utilities. These are Matchbox castings, by the way. These are the new ones. New Matchbox Police Interceptor Utility castings. Not sure the year. Also customize is the or recustomize or revamped police Ford Ranger Raptor for the Louisiana State Police. Now this is one of our earlier builds. If you look back, that's one of our earlier builds. The only difference between this one and that one is that we came back and redid this one, and we painted the underbelly. The underbelly of this Raptor was orange. Ugh. And it just did not realize how awkward that was. Blended in well with the decals and making this a police vehicle, but still did not realize how off we was on the with the underbelly, orange underbelly. So we went ahead, cracked it back open, painted it up, and then revamped it while we was in place. Not much had to be done. Then we put it in the police bar, push bar. Oh man, we got an awesome supplier for 3D printed push bars, and it worked out well. This fit great on this police Ranger Raptor. So that's it, and that's the revamped version of the Ford Ranger Raptor, designed with decals of Louisiana State Police. Decals by Bill Bozo. Ooh, always got something there. But that's customized. Oops. And this is customized. The Beckley Police Department Police interceptor utility. This is one of the earlier police interceptor utility castings by Matchbox, and we made it into a Beckley, West Virginia Police Department. Beckley, West Virginia Police Department. Nicely done with the decals. Very well done. Decals by Cardinal Police Diecast. Thank you, gentlemen. Did a great job with that, and we made it into a good, high-profile and well-detailed vehicle. And did the details on the front and the back. Didn't need painting. We just had decos from the previous Matchbox casting. We took that off and revamped it and made it to this police vehicle, representing the Beckley, West Virginia Police Department. Nicely, nicely done. Next vehicle up is customized as well. This is a green light police interceptor utility casting for police interceptor utility casting of the Fredericksburg, Virginia Police Department. Nicely done. Decals by Cardinal Police Diecast. Well detailed on that. This casting already had police accessories on it, light bar, push bar. I already had that on there. We just gussied it up a little bit and then added the decals. Nicely, nicely done. The green light version of the police interceptor utility decorated with the Fredericksburg, Virginia Police Department. Nicely, nicely done. Woo-hoo. Try to keep the camera still. We can. The Justice, Illinois Police Department. This is also a green light police interceptor utility casting that we managed to, with already the accessories, light bar, push bar already on there, lights and all the details was just there. We just got it and added the decals. Decals from Cardinal Police Diecast as well with the Justice Police Department. Looks nicely done, well detailed. We did a little bit of the details on the outside and the inside. As far as lights, but nicely done and very well done, customized. And this was a blank casting, if you believe it or not, that they use for unmarked police cars for all police officers that don't want to be recognized until they're ready to strike. But anyway, this one's the mark, very well marked, very well detailed. Green light police interceptor utility casting with the Justice, Illinois Police Department. Nicely done. Next vehicle up is the Mesa Police Department, Mesa, Arizona. And they have the Paint Brigade, the decals to represent breast cancer awareness in the month of October. We managed to get this done and displayed, at least some photo shots of it, of the Mesa Police Department in the month of October. Did a great job with it in the month of October. We did get that done before the end of the month. Great job by them, and great job by us with the decals. Yeah, and did a fantastic job. Ooh, mind blowing. Nicely detailed, nicely customized on a Chevy Tahoe. And we have one that was also decorated on the police interceptor utility. But nicely done. Customized Mesa Police Department, customized Chevy Tahoe that was a police unit of another sort, another police unit we represent, and we refurbished it and make it to this. Nicely done. The Mesa, Arizona Police Department, Paint Brigade, representing breast cancer awareness. Yeah. But this is their Chevy Tahoe. Nicely, nicely done. Also nicely done is a customized green light Dodge Charger. Customized green light Dodge Charger. Boston Police Department in Massachusetts. Nicely done. Fantastic. Decals. by Bill Bozo decals. Did a fantastic job with this one. He even had the decal hood, and that was a decal, and we was able to fit on there nicely. They did a great job. Some of these vendors do a great job tailoring some of these decals to fit these vehicles very, very well. Yeah. And probably do a better job than I ever would have done if I had to customize these decals myself. Fortunately, we have good vendors here that's been representing us on some of these builds that we're showing you here. So it's been awesome to recognize them as well and add their names to it. Cardinal Police Diecast, Bill Bozo, Police Decals and Deals, yeah, and many more. Some we customized ourselves, but but we also represent these guys for their work, for their outstanding work, and we try to spread the wealth. Let them know and give them a shout out for anybody else that want to do builds, and recommend and ask for any recommendations. Ask us for any recommendations on decals. The Boston Police Department with Bill Bozo's decals of the decals of that department on a green light Dodge Charger. Customize. This is the Auto World Ford Mustang with the Tennessee State Trooper decals on it. Nicely done. We customized this to make it into that department. Did a fantastic job with that. Decals are by Police Decals and Deals. They did a fantastic job with this, and it fit very, very well. Had to make a little bit of a minor detail adjustment. They were really built for the Dodge Chargers, but we got it to fit here very nicely on the Ford Mustang. Nicely done. Representing the Tennessee State Trooper. Did a fantastic job with this one with a two-tone color, just well established and everything else. And we use Auto World too for some designs as well. Yeah. But nicely done, and nicely done details. Nicely done customizing by our team. And we bring you once more the Ford Mustang. Tennessee State Trooper Ford Mustang, Auto World casting. Next unit up is the California Highway Patrol. What we got there here? Yeah. California Highway Patrol. We just happened to buy one. We have quite a few of these in our collection. But we had 7. I had 7 in my collection. I wanted a round number, even number. So we bought one and just happened to have one. Just happened to find one online, and been able to purchase this, bring this to the fold, and actually do a little detailing work on the push bar and the lights on the top, and did a little bit of detailing here and there, make sure everything was squared away to put it out on the road with the other 7 vehicles like similar to this one. Nicely done. This is a purchase vehicle, a Matchbox Police Interceptor utility, and this is an older casting than this, and this was the first casting that came out with, and while not as proportionate, it still with the scale still did pretty well. Even though you had to make the decals much more, if you're going to make decals of this, you're going to have to make it much smaller when they first came out. Now the other ones are shaped pretty well, are done and detailed pretty well, and castings have been retooled to get it to the size and shape that you see now, that you regularly see coming out this year. So great job by Matchbox, really trying to keep up with the times of the casting. And they did a fantastic job. Well, when they first did this, it was a fantastic job. Just didn't have place to, put a lot of decals on it, but it did do well for purchase and part of the collection. The California Highway Patrol, Matchbox, Police Interceptor Utility, Generation. I'll put it Generation 1. Then there's a Gen 2 and a Gen 3. That way you have a general idea, you know what I'm talking about. And I'll forget about all that at that point. Another customized, vehicle. This is the Dodge Durango, and it was a blank green light Dodge Durango. Might have had a stripe on the top, and we took that off, refurbished it, and made it into this police car. Represented the North Charleston, South Carolina Police Department. And on the Dodge Durango, on a Dodge Greenlight Dodge Durango, and done well. We did, detailed the visor lights on the front and the back, and they detailed it, refurbished everything off of it, and on the front and the back. Nicely done. And decals are by Cardinal Police Diecast. They did a fantastic job, gentlemen. Appreciate it. But nicely done. That's the North Charleston Police Department Dodge Durango green light casting. Next unit up, Georgia State Patrol Ford Mustang. This is a green light casting. Yeah, this is a green light Black Bandit casting, and we took that and refurbished it and made it into this police department, Georgia State Patrol. This is the orange font decals. Also detailed it with the visor lights, front and the back visor lights. Detailed that and added a push bar to it. Did a fantastic job with the decals, and the decals come from Police Decals and Deals. This is their font design. Nicely done. We'll put this to the side for a second. We'll put this one here. This is the same. This is a similar casting. Black Bandit Mustang casting, Ford Mustang casting of the green light casting. This is the Georgia State Patrol as well. This is their white font design. I call it font design because it's mostly font design with the letters on it. Yeah. And this is a white or silver font design. And we put this on this casting of the green light Ford Mustang. Also added the light details, did the push bar, added the push bar to the light details. Did a fantastic job with that. What a beauty. Now the fonts, this font decal is from Cardinal Police Diecast. Nicely done. And it goes awesome. And it goes awesome with this one. Yeah. So we have a orange font, and we have a white font. Nicely done. These Mustangs are out, and they're going to be vicious all over the Georgia highway system. The Georgia State Patrol Ford Mustangs. This is the, with the white font design and the orange font design, or the silver font design and the orange font design. Both by Greenlight, both Ford Mustangs. Black Bandit Ford Mustangs. Nicely done. Next design up is another Georgia State Patrol to add to the fleet, and this is a Dodge Charger, but this is a classic 2006, 2008 Dodge Charger. I believe this is a 2006 model, but this is made by the company called Roland. What we did was we saw a blank Dodge Charger. We bought the blank Dodge Charger, And then when we got it, we souped it up. We put a light bar on top. We put a front bar on the front, and we added the orange Georgia State Patrol font decals on the vehicle. Nicely done. We also worked with the wheels, colored and detailed the wheels a little bit. All four wheels, made it a little bit darker, and gave it a good muscular presence. This looks like a car for today, as well as for a car of yesterday, when back in 2006, when they made this casting. Now, Roland's the new company that we're just trying, and we bought quite a few vehicles. We'll show you that, but we'll show you that throughout this video. But this is one of the ones that we bought that was just blank, just a blank Dodge Charger, and we souped it up to make it a Georgia State Patrol casting. Nicely done. But then for it to be an unmarked vehicle, we just want to soup it up. Every time we see an unmarked vehicle, we're going to soup it up. This is it. We souped it up to be a Georgia State Patrol trooper car. Not bad at all. This is be added to the fleet along with the Mustangs. I promise. I promise. No doubt about that. Next thing, we have a MBX field car is the next one up. And we got this from a Matchbox 5-pack, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I don't know if we got it from Matchbox 5-pack. I just ordered some stuff. But anyway, we got one. And we wanted to detail one to make a forest, to make a forest law enforcement agency. Yeah. A state forest patrol. Yep. And we detailed it a little bit on the front and the back. And there's no licensed vehicles, just called the MBX field car. And we figured this is great for what they need out there in the woods and everything else. The patrols, this, that, and the other. Man, just to get around. It's great. So we detailed it, and it's going to be going to our forest unit in our diorama, in our county diorama that you see here. So it's going to work out well. I think it will. We detailed it to the front and the back, detailed it to the nines. Didn't have any room. Didn't have any much room to put visor lights on it. We might put a light bar or a bubble light, or whatever we see fit. But right now, this looks good. The field car, MBX field car, by Matchbox. This is Matchbox casting for our county field units. Next unit up is the Roland Dodge Charger of the California Highway Patrol. This will be, this is the white units are considered what they call the polar bear unit. They call it the cold polar bear unit, and it will be for vehicle enforcement. So this is a commercial enforcement vehicle for the California Highway Patrol. They made one back in, they've been having an commercial enforcement vehicle, commercial enforcement unit for a while, and this is their vehicles, and that way you can recognize them. You can recognize them from the regular black and white troopers that you see on the roads. But nicely done here. And when we got it, I already had the antennas, it had the mirrors, it had the lights and everything else. But we detailed it a little bit. We cracked it open a little bit and wanted to show you, if we could. I don't know if we can or not, but in the back, we detailed the back. There's a light bar inside the vehicle, and we detailed the light bar. Coated it with, and coated it up with a Sharpie. Did a very good job with that. Kept the antennas and everything. Yeah, the antenna's going to work well. And the antennas just make it pop. Did a fantastic job with that. But this is a 2006 type Dodge Charger. Nicely done. Whoa, I almost did that. And this one is a 2008 type Dodge Charger. 2006, 2008 type Dodge Charger. Both of them from Roland. But the only things I did was, yeah, but I didn't do too much to this one. This one already had, this one had a light bar, as well as the mirrors and the spotlights, antennas on the top. Nicely done. The only thing we did is I added the highway patrol on the back. Kit bashed that, and kit bashed this one with a highway patrol on the back as well as the inscription, safety, service, and security. That's what we did differently on these vehicles. Everything else came by itself. Roland's vehicles are pretty good. They roll nicely, and they are good to add to the collection of the vehicles that you already have. That's not Roland products. The Greenlight and everything else. They're just very expensive, though. They're a tad bit expensive because they're coming from overseas. So if you want one, you have to get one, and you have to pay to get one, and then getting one is going to be a chore in itself. Getting one is going to be a chore in itself, but and you have to get them fast. They only make limited runs, but they roll good, and they're everything that they cracked up to be. They're well detailed, as more detailed than Greenlight is, but they are limited in quality, and they're expensive. But if you want, around about $28-30, about the price of a good mini GT car and all that stuff, and N064. So we get them. So if you get them, yeah, you're gonna have to pay a little bit if you get them at all, if you're able to get them at all, because like I said, they're from overseas, and limited suppliers have them because they're overseas. So when you get them, you're gonna have to pay a little bit. If you don't want to, or you want to customize one, this is one that I could prefer, a matchbox casting of a Dodge Charger for the California Highway Patrol. We customized this one. We put a push bar, added the light details on it, on the visor lights, front and the back, and of course added the decals. Decals are by Police Decals and Deals. Did a fantastic job with this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Push bar. Well, we 3D'd this push bar, but it really fits, and did a great job with this. This is a matchbox casting of a Dodge Charger. If I didn't tell you before, I think I have. But but if you want to make a simple one and customize one yourself, get a couple of bristle brushes and glue on the top. Glue it to the top and make those your antennas. You're in great shape. This is probably, you can probably make a good simple design on this, and it works well it works very, very well to your advantage. But if you want to see more of the Roland vehicles, hey, stay tuned. Here we come. Here we go. We'll be coming up later in this video. Greenlight Chevy Tahoe. Excuse me. Yes, Greenlight Chevy Tahoe, the Texas State Highway Patrol. Nicely done. This is a purchased vehicle. Then we got Greenlight casting that just came out. Nicely done. This already came with a light bar and a push bar on it. Nicely done. You probably seen the ones that we had a previous Chevy Tahoe. We added the push bar to it, but this one already came with it, with the push bar and the light bar already came with it. There's a little detail here and there, but other than that, this is strictly a straight purchase vehicle. Chevy Tahoe of the Texas Highway Patrol to go along with the Chevy Silverado of the Texas State Highway Patrol. Nicely done. This also came with their push bar. This is a purchased vehicle. They also came with the push bar and the light bar with it. Green light casting. Also has a tow hitch on the rear. Nicely done. Nicely done. So nice, make it twice. Purchased vehicles of the Texas State Highway Patrol. Chevy Silverado and the Chevy Tahoe. What a combination. Texas Highway Patrol is starting to roll with some fleet vehicles here. Yeah. Nicely done. And nice casting by Greenlight. Their new vehicles, their new vehicles that came out this year in new packaging, they're very good. I'm not too crazy about the packaging. I'd rather have the box versions, but those are very good as well. This is also a new casting. They just came out. The Dover, Delaware Police Chevy Tahoe. This design is representing their 100th year centennial, department centennial, and looks good. Straight up, looks good. Nicely done. This is a 2024, 2025 casting, I think, of the Chevy Tahoe. Yeah, nicely done. So nice we purchased it twice. These are purchased vehicles of the Dover Police Department. But nicely done all the way. Nicely done all the way. The Chevy Tahoe Police Department by the Dover Police, celebrating their centennial service. Next vehicle up is the Tennessee State Trooper Crown Victoria, and this is a 596 vehicle, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I can't tell who did what, but this is a 596 vehicle of the former Crown Victoria Tennessee State Patrol. 596, just like Roland, they're good, they're well detailed. They roll well, and light bar is funny. I'm not used to seeing that type of light bar on a police vehicle, much less on a Tennessee State Trooper vehicle, but nicely done with the details front to back on the two-tone color. It's very I love the Crown Victorias. They make this one very good. Love the stance on it. It's been great, and the two-tone look to it. Well detailed with the license plate on the back, and on the back and on the front. Yeah, just very well done. One more good look at the Ford Crown Victoria Texas State Trooper vehicle by 596 casting right here. Nicely done with the Crown Victoria. Let's do that again. Ford Crown Victoria. This is also a Ford Crown Victoria of the New York State Police. Nicely done. Purchased vehicle 596, came with a light bar and a push bar already on it. Spotlights as well as the mirrors. Well detailed all the way through. Nicely done. Love the stance on these 596 Ford Crown Victoria vehicles. Very well done. And we're starting to collect the Crown Victoria vehicles because they're just rare to get. And now you have the generation. Now you have the generation that's coming in and making classic vehicles, and classic police vehicles at that, and responder vehicles at that, because they're making 596 and rolling. They're making fire department vehicles as well. Responder vehicles. Nicely done. The New York State Police Ford Crown Victoria to go along with the New York State Police Dodge Charger. This is one of the classic Dodge Chargers. This is by Roland, I believe. Nicely done. And I think it's by Roland because they have Roland had the antennas. And they have the antennas up to go along with the light bar and the push bar. Excuse me. Yeah, not the push bar, but definitely the light bar to add to it. Spotlights along with the mirrors on the sides. And good details on the inside with a computer on it. Some 596 vehicles have a computer inside the car, and some don't. And 596, probably a little bit more difficult to look at the interior of the vehicle than the Roland vehicle. Roland has good clear windshields. Both of them have good clear windshields, but the windshield's a little bit more clear on the Dodge Chargers by Roland, and you could probably have a better, and they probably have a better interior details on it. So nicely done. This is a purchased vehicle, so it's about 28 online. You better hurry and get these if you like these details on these vehicles, and you've been seeing them throughout social media. You've been probably watching other YouTube channels where someone add theirs to their collection, and you can get them as best as you can. Nicely done. New York State Police Ford Crown Victoria 596 casting, and a Dodge Charger rolling casting. Nicely done. Whoop. Oh, got to hit that finger hammer. All right, last vehicle up. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, last vehicle up is the New York Police Department. This is the Dodge Ram Matchbox casting. Nicely done. And it has all the details on it. Except in the back, not too much in the back, but it did have the Ram on it on the back, and good features to it. And we didn't add anything to it. We just got this vehicle recently as well, and it just recently came out. Now it was a purchase. This is a purchase casting, but we did some detail work on it as well. Did a lot of detail work on the front. Did some detail work on the mirrors, on the mirror covers, light bar, and that was pretty much it. We didn't do too much else. Well, we work a little bit more on the rear of the vehicle, on the tailgate. Remains to be seen, but we'll see but we like what we have right now. And if we put anything else on the rear, we'll put some bumpers and everything else. We kind of detailed the rear, the lights, the lights on the rear. Anyway, did a little detail on that. Just did a fantastic job with that. A little detail work that turned out to be a little bit more extensive detailing than I thought, but so nice. We made it twice. Nicely done. And there you have it, my friends. Purchase and customized vehicles for the month of November of 2025. There may be in October, in some parts of October, but anywhere else, we're going to try to get another video out before the end of the year. We'll see what happens, to add a few more vehicles into this list that we're going to be customizing or purchasing before the year is out. Hopefully we'll have a video on that before the year is out, but if not, it'll be right at the first of the year. at some point in time. But there you have it. Purchase and customize vehicles for the month of November. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is Keith for W.K.R.H 12 Productions. Thank you for supporting our channel in every way, shape, form possible. And we'll see you on the next one.